Hey guys, Prime Collections here. So it seems that, as Funko normally does, we just ended the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers NFT drop, and as quickly as that ended, we've got a brand new one on the horizon. This is the biggest NFT drop that Funko has ever done, but with it being such a large NFT drop, does that really start to take away from what was the exclusivity of NFTs? Let's talk about it today. So guys, I'm going to help you guys out today with the most recent NFT drop for Funko that is coming out this next Tuesday, September 6th. So it's going to be a week from, I want to say, this upcoming Tuesday. So a week from this upcoming Tuesday, you're going to have the next Funko drop. It is going to be DC Series 2. It's going to take place at the normal time, which is 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Eastern. You will want to get into the room for waiting about an hour beforehand. So that's about 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 o'clock Eastern for these. There's going to be a lot of packs for this drop. There's going to be 50,000 standard, 50,000 premium for a total of 100,000 packs. This is the largest NFT drop they have ever done in the history of drop for Funko. And I think it's because they believe that a lot of these figures are going to go over really well with fans and they're going to be extremely popular. So there should be the ability for a lot of people to be able to get their hands on these packs. Now, with that being said, with there being so many packs, they have also increased the redeemable count on all the pops that are going to be redeemable in this set. Now, with that being said, the first series of Funko had some pretty high counts too. I want to say that the pack count was roughly 75,000, and I want to say that the pop counts were 2,150 for the legendaries and 999 for the Grail. So the count was pretty high. And the same applies to this drop as well, with it being the Series 2 of DC. They figure it's going to have a high popularity, and with that, we're going to get into my thoughts on the redeemables and which ones I think are really cool and which ones are not so cool. So, as far as lackluster redeemables go, I have to put this Superman into that mix. It's from Earth 23. It's going to be 4,250 pieces with a 1.7% chance to pull this. It's from Earth 23. They already had a Superman in the first wave of this. So for me, I really don't see this as one that's going to be heavily sought after. I think this is going to be one of the ones in the NFT line that people aren't going to really want, unless he's an extremely popular character from the comics and I don't realize it. But this one I can see as kind of a shelf warmer. The next kind of thing that's kind of underwhelming is they did a Parallax Hal Jordan. Now, if this had been the first Green Lantern pop that they had chosen to do, I could see this one being immensely popular, but in the first DC Funko drop that they did for NFTs, they already had a Hal Jordan. I can't remember the exact name of it. This one is also limited to 4,250 pieces and has a 1.7% chance to pull. So I don't think this one's going to be very popular. It's another Green Lantern. We already had one in the initial drop. It does look really cool. I do like the green material or whatever he's conjuring on his fist. I think that's a nice addition. He does look like he's a little bit older, but for me, realistically, I don't see this one being very popular unless, like I said, it's another one of those characters that in the comics is extremely popular. As far as the Freddy Funko as the Riddler goes, and this is like kind of my middle of the tier in terms of these redeemables, it's okay. It's limited to 6,000 pieces, which means that 6,000 people will be able to get the royalty on this. It is the original Riddler costume from, I want to say, the first iteration of the Riddler. Makes me think of the original Batman movie from the 1970s. It's a cool Freddy Funko, but as far as some of the previous Freddy Funkos we've gotten recently, this one is definitely not a very overwhelming mold. It's more underwhelming than anything. It's your standard Freddy Funko in a costume, and as far as it goes, to me, it doesn't really appeal to like my ocular senses, and this will be one that I won't go for. And I really don't go for the royalties. Whenever I purchase an NFT pack or packs, I only ever do the $60 limit that they have limited people to, and that's to see if I can get lucky, maybe pull a legendary or Grail. And this one is no different. The Megazord was the closest one that got me to try to get for packs, and even then I didn't go for it, so this one I'm probably not going to go for either. As far as the top three of this set, I want to put Batman Justice Armor in that third position. I think that we've already had a Batman in the previous set, and if I am correct, I believe the Batman in the previous set was the Grail, which I don't understand why they had another Batman be a Grail in this, even if Batman is such a popular franchise. I would have liked to see them do other heroes. As much as I think that these two Batman molds are phenomenal, I think that they did great choices for terms of Batman molds that they've never done before. I would like them to pick some other heroes. It's not just Batman, it's not just Superman, it's Green Lantern, or it's not just Green Lantern. There's a lot of other heroes in the DC universe. And if they're going to do another series of these, I want them to do some more obscure characters, because that will then entail more molds in your collection and more cooler stuff to have in terms of NFTs. This is a really cool piece. I really like the Justice Armor. It's 4,250 like the other ones have been that are legendary. 1.7% chance to pull. Just wish we didn't have to deal with so many Batman NFT Funko Pops. Out of all the legendaries, I think the one that I would most like to pull is actually Green Arrow as Connor Hawk. And that is because I believe Connor Hawk in the comic books is the son of Oliver Queen. And this is a brand new character that they've never done before. They may have done the Green Arrow before, but this is a new iteration that was not in the first iteration of the NFT Funko Pops for DC. I think this is a great choice for mold. I think the color scheme is awesome. I think the detail level is awesome. The fact that he has his bow, it's another legendary piece, so obviously it's going to be limited to 4,250 pieces, coming in with a 1.7% chance. The newest character in this lineup, I think it's awesome. I think it's a great addition, and this one, if I was going to buy these packs, would definitely be the one I would most be looking forward to pull in terms of legendaries. And of course, guys, we have the Grail here. It is limited to 999 pieces, as with every Grail that has been in the NFTs beforehand. But this is going to be the rarest of all the Grails so far, at a 0.1% chance to pull it. 999 pieces, and it is Batman Azrael armor. This is a very cool pop in general. I think that they did a great choice. It's very menacing. The armor is very, very cool, and I think that it is an awesome selection in terms of Batman pops. However, as I said with the previous Batman pop, which was a legendary, this is the third Batman pop that we have gotten in these DC Funko NFT line, and the second of Grail pops in the DC line. As much as I think Batman is an awesome superhero, they need to start expanding to make these more prevalent, because unfortunately, this is going to be the most sought after pop in this collection. And it's going to be the hardest Grail to pull. It has a 0.1% chance to pull. So if you are solely going for these for just redeemables, this may not be the set for you, because it's going to be a large set, and getting redeemables is going to be the hardest it's ever been, the lowest chance it's ever been, because there is 100,000 packs to pull cards from. And as such, it's going to be harder to pull these redeemable pops. So as cool as I think this is going to be one of those Grails that if you do not get from pulling, you're going to have to pay a pretty penny to get. This could be one of the first ever $1,000, $1,500 NFT Funko Pops, because of how hard it is going to be to pull from these packs. And as always, guys, with the standard and the premium packs, they have the price of the standard packs being $10 for 5 cards. The premium packs are $30 for 15 cards, and they pull from a random pool of cards when you initially open these. They are not set in stone what you get inside of them, so it is all random. So when you go for these packs, understand you are not guaranteed to pull anything. With there only being 4,250 of each of the legendaries, and there only being 5 legendaries, that means that roughly you are looking at 20,000 or 21,250 legendaries total. That's total legendaries, and then you only have 999 Grails. So in total, you've got roughly 2,249 total redeemable pops in 100,000 packs. And as I've said, there are 5 cards in each of the standard packs, so 5 times 50,000 is 250,000, and if there is 15 in each of the premium packs, that is 15 times there are 15 times 50,000, which if you do the math, that's 500,000 plus the 5 times the 50,000, that is 750,000 cards. So if you do the math there, that's a lot of cards for it to pull from. So the odds are pretty slim, but you can pull some pretty cool redeemables from these. So as I said, kind of keep an eye out for these. These are going to go live a week from this Tuesday. And in terms of stuff that you need to know to follow up, if you do pull some redeemables. So first of all, times, as I said, September 6th, this goes live, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. That's when the packs will go live. Eventually, they will sell out, probably within the first 45 minutes of them going live. On January 4th, 2023, that is where they will send out the redemption tokens. That's where if you've got a redeemable pop or redeemable NFT, they will send you out a token. You will then have a month to be able to redeem those. The redemption window for that ends February 3rd, 2023, and it seems like they will be sending out the physical pops for the people who have redeemed them in quarter 3. So that is, if you look at time in terms of year of quarters, first quarter is usually January, February, March. Second quarter is usually April, June, July, or April, May, June. Third quarter is usually July, August, September. So it's going to be probably in that July, August window where we're going to see these. But that is the second line of DC Funko Pops that are going to be coming out. In terms of NFT, there's 100,000 packs, a lot of opportunities for people to participate in this drop, and I think Funko knew that this one was going to be immensely popular. I think the molds of these are better than the first NFTs, but in general, I think that they could have done different heroes and had them still be as successful. I want them to get out of the spectrum of Batman. I think that they need to move forward from that, and I think that would be the best possible thing for them in terms of the NFT lines. But yeah, guys, that's all the information concerning the DC Funko Pop NFT line Series 2. Hopefully this was helpful to you guys. Hopefully you guys are going to maybe either A, participate in this, maybe not participate in this. Me personally, I don't think I'm going to. The chances of pulling a redeemable are very slim, and the pop counts are really high, so these don't feel as exclusive as some of the first series of NFTs, so I think I'm going to pass on this one. But if you're a person who's going to go ahead and get these, type down in the comments below what you would like to pull from this. If you are going to go for these, there's going to be a lot of opportunities for people to get them, so if you haven't invested in NFTs and you're curious, now would be a time to do so, because they do have a lot of inventory for people to pull from, and I hope you guys are successful if you guys are going for packs. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you could please like the video and subscribe, I would also appreciate that. If not, I completely understand. And as always, I will see you guys later.